Was that somebody's hair?
6 weeks ago, Asheville, North Carolina got absolutely annihilated by one of the worst floods this area has ever seen, and also by one of the worst natural disasters that's ever occurred in the U.S., period. I actually used to live in North Carolina, in Asheville specifically, for 6 years. This is my backyard. My family still lives here, some visiting. I got my 3 younger brothers, my family, they're with us today. We're going around, we're checking out the damage, and you know me, big water guy, I'm itching to get in the water, I'm itching to see what it looks like. A lot of the rivers here are very small, and there's not much diving to do. But we have the main river, French Broad River. This whole area is one of the lowest spots in the whole city, and this river rose 30 feet. So the river's not the cleanest. I don't even know how healthy it is to get in, but I do want to get in. I do want to float around. The last couple of days we did drive around, we did check out some of the damage. We saw what happened. Even here standing, we've been just walking around checking it out. It's absolutely crazy. The water, especially in these low areas, in areas where there's little streams, all these little streams became monster streams that did a lot of damage. So I'm gonna try to get it. I'm not sure what to expect. I don't have high expectations. I'm pretty sure the heavy currents and the heavy water just swiped everything, and I'm not even sure how visibility is, but we're gonna try to get in. We're gonna try to see what we can find. But we're gonna walk around a little bit, check it out, see what the damage is. Like I said, this is literally, I used to come skate here all the time. I used to come eat here, hang out here. Let's go check it out. So believe it or not, this used to be our favorite coffee shop in town. Used to. Keyword.
It says unsafe, but
The structure is certainly not safe.
How deep was it?
it was
To the roof?
like a little below the roof where the triangle meets.
Wow.
I'm sure it's like a lie.
That's so sad.
What do you guys want?
Don't get zapped.
Scared me.
Yeah, this place got leveled. Absolutely annihilated.
Wow.
No, I think this is their merch that they're
Whoa,
selling
what
actually.
happened?
Yo,
That's so sad.
Oh, my coffee.
So sad.
Look, a bunch of gift cards. They still live here. That's crazy. That's how life goes. You build everything for years and years and years, and then all of a sudden, one day, you're gone. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna touch too much things. This was a fully functioning coffee shop 6 weeks ago. Look at that.
Wow.
I remember we used to eat at this restaurant all the time. Which one? The Wedge.
Really?
That's crazy. This used to be the spot to come hang. We used to always be collabing out here. There was a building of some kind here.
Bro, no way.
Got the op pulling up.
Anyone feel that go in their throat?
You know what they said? They said the French Broad River, which is a river I'm gonna go float right now. It's a small river. They said it had the same amount of water flowing as the Columbia River does back at home. And the Columbia River is one of the largest rivers on the whole West Coast. That's a lot of water flowing.
And do mind that the river's about 300 yards down the road. Maybe more. It rose 30 feet. That's how we're curious. It's in the reporter. Most in history.
Oh, look at this skate park. This skate park is like solely built by skaters. So right there, the blocks. They literally just come in here, pour their own concrete, do their own thing, and this thing still standing. Didn't get touched. I mean, it is all solid concrete, but still pretty cool. They already cleaned it all up too. Okay, boys, let's go start scoping out the river.
Oi, oi, oi!
Oh, the river looks.
Am I speaking Japanese?
What? The river looks clean.
Baka!
Oh. Look how fast he already cleaned all this up.
Wow.
This is all underwater. Look at the chandeliers.
All I mean, they survived to an extent.
Oh, I was here, bro.
Were you?
Yeah, I have videos of it, what it was before. Like 2 days after the hurricane. It was crazy. This whole place, up to the ceiling, were just furniture and bunch of stuff
Wow, they already
broken
cleaned
apart.
This house was never here. I don't know where this thing came from, but it drifted right into this building. Look at their merch.
it. That's so sad.
So this is that river. This metal guardrail. Look how low it is.
Thank you. Is that somebody's hair?
This used to be a boardwalk right through here.
I'm scared there's too many diseases in this water for you to get into it.
This used to be all a boardwalk.
No.
And that used to be one really nice park.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, level.
That is so sad.
Water's looking a little cloudy.
Smells a little bit funny too.
Also today on special assignment, we got Timothy Sirik in the flesh.
D1 scholar for river diving protection.
Youngest brother, brother number 4. We got Anatoly Sirik in the flesh. Next youngest brother, number 2.
I'm playing.
We got Daniel Tish in the
up,
flesh.
Playing too.
Got them dill pickle seeds.
Sponsored. And we got younger brother number 3.
Got
Davis
Coast
here.
Guard duty for flying through today.
David's gonna be joining me on kayak mission. Gonna be supporting the cause. We got the whole squad, and we got wifey. My wifey's busy doing Black Friday shopping. She's not interested in the assignment.
And everybody knows. Hold on.
Spear Pro, aka Spear America, sent me some new gear. They sent me a 5mm. Every video you probably see me up until this point, I've been wearing the 7mm. So, first time rocking. I think water temp should be fine. Kind of pumped for it though. French Broad River, 3rd oldest river in US. Also one of the nastiest rivers. There's a lot of health concerns getting in today. All the sewage pipes that burst around here, all the chemical plants that burst into here.
It's good for exfoliation, skin exfoliation.
If I come out and my wetsuit's gone, it just burned off.
Maybe everyone will stop hating about the mullet if it's gone.
Yeah, maybe the mullet will disintegrate.
I love
Now that you guys see I'm from North Carolina, the
Gabby.
mullet makes a little more
Gabby.
sense.
I hope you get stuck.
Our crab watch it. Let's grab like this. Where he edits the video to speed.
Maybe I should have wet my hair a little. Welcome back underwater, and like always, thanks for tuning in. As you guys can obviously tell, this video is very different than the usual video I put out. But as I mentioned earlier in the video, I do have my parents and my 3 younger brothers that live in Asheville, North Carolina, and I fly in with my wife multiple times a year to visit them. And we bought these tickets a couple months ago, way before this hurricane ever hit. And I was already gonna bring my dive gear because I wanted to float this exact section of the river, because I used to float here in the summer with friends, and I just wanted to drift this section, see what I could find, and kind of make a YouTube video out of it regardless. But on September 27th, Hurricane Helene hit Asheville, North Carolina, and brought biblical type devastation The type of devastation that I've never seen in my life before, the kind of videos that were coming from this area was insane. It's truly mind-blowing. And being back here and walking through these same areas that I used to hang out at, spend time with my family and friends, and seeing it completely leveled in some areas was insane. This river that I'm floating right now, the French Broad River, this river rose 30 feet, which is the most it's ever risen recorded. And as you guys could tell, what it did is insane, and it's truly scary. As expected, not much happening down there. I mean, I just wanted to get in here and see what the vibes are. But look at that container over there. Let's go over there and check it out. Maybe we can find something inside the container. So when I went into this dive, I expected not to find much. Just because the river rose so much, this river went from being maybe a 200-300 foot wide river to being over 1,000 feet, 2,000 feet wide in some areas, just depending how big the valley is. So a lot of the debris and trash that was in this river and picked up from people's homes, belongings, were scattered throughout this whole valley. So you would find stuff in the trees, on the ground, in buildings. As you saw earlier, there was just trash everywhere. So I didn't expect much going into this. I honestly just wanted to get in for the sake of curiosity and because I had already planned to do so coming here. And for someone who loves being in the water and spending time underwater, this was a real sobering experience just to see the raw power of nature, of water, and the dangers that come with diving. Not even diving, but just water in general. I don't know, it was just a full circle moment because 7 years ago when I still lived in North Carolina, I actually drowned in these mountains before. I got knocked out unconscious, cliff jumping accident. I sank to the bottom and I was left for dead basically. And a random civilian went down, found me, pulled me out. And if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be here. And that's actually a big factor of what sparked my love for underwater, because I wanted to have that skill set to be able to save someone else's life if I was ever put in that situation. So this is my first time actually diving in North Carolina because I became a diver after I moved out. So it was a full circle moment and just a humbling experience overall. And one of the craziest stories I've heard from this hurricane was a young couple who had a newborn, and the flood basically forced them out of the house, and the only option they had was to climb a tree. They had no other place to go, and they tied their baby up to the highest point of the tree, as high as they could go, and the mom and dad were eventually swept away, and the baby was found still alive 2 days later. So I talked to one of the cops. He said that was one of the craziest stories they've had from all the rescues they performed. So crazy what happened to the city. I'm happy I got to get in the water. I'm not upset that I didn't find anything. It was just great to see all this and experience this for myself. I think we're gonna get out right here. There ain't nothing in here. The water's super dirty. I can't see much. And it's starting to taste a little funny in my mouth. Has a little chemical-ish taste in my mouth. Yeah, it tastes like pennies. Yeah, oh, this bank is a lot higher than I thought.
You have arrived at your destination. You either gotta throw that wetsuit away or find like a washer or dryer.
That water don't taste right. Something funny tasting in that water. Straight brown. Straight chocolate milk in there. Oh, look at David.
Kayak has arrived. Yes, sir.
First thing I did as soon as I got in the water, I dove, snorkel filled in with water. Metallic taste hard in my mouth.
Yeah, my man went to the bikini bottom for no reason. I was looking for Patrick Star down there, bro.
I got you. Man went down there thinking he was gonna come back up with a Krusty Krab burger.